onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The pass. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. So they get the completion. That's good. But, Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there. But sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at the 20. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
20. And the Vikings first down.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. The screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
On the play.
It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's Gurley now, out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line. That's
the 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. Now it's Gurley. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Second and 9 now. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. From the 10, first and goal. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Robert Woods, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Is no good. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Vikings.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have tied it. They can grab the lead with a PAT. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Vikings 7, 49ers 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back. But it's still a 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Steps away. And got him in. It's Woods. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 42-yard line.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
The pass.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
11-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think
and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
For Dallas Goedert, incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final seconds of the first half. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
Conversion.
They'll try and run it with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime.
7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
That's the answer.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's the option. He gives it up. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. He's going to keep this again. Right back to him on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Brings up third down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On first down, it's Gurley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guy.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Michael Thomas. An even 90 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 38 yards. So from inside 9 or 10 in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. He can run for it, and he will. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Score Vikings 21, 49ers 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike. 3 bugs. 3 bugs.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Todd Gurley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
And no good. Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
To number 80.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chase Young. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
3rd and long.
Gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5